not permitting me to come up to you?
You can't come up here. There's no physical way to get up here.
Well, I did inform you that I do have paperwork, and I don't permit you to record me.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm on my private property, and you can't stop me from recording. Okay? That's a First Amendment issue. There's nothing you can do to stop that.
And that's fine. Is that Samantha?
Yes, this is Samantha. As you can see, we have plenty of formula, diapers, wipes. She's well cared for. She's loved.
I wasn't dismissing that. I understand you have a difficult situation that you're dealing with.
I don't. My wife does.
But it
Okay.
also affects you.
It affects me when I have people like you showing up on my property.
And that's fine. And you said this was public. So
Well, that's a public park. Everything on that side of the telephone lines is a municipal park. Everything on this side of the telephone lines is rental property where I live.
okay. So in addition to the concerns that your wife is experiencing, there was
Wait.
also concerns noted that you were making moonshine. Is that correct?
No.
So, in order for me to...
I don't even drink.
Okay, listen, again, I'm not assuming, I'm asking. It's my due diligence to ensure that I'm doing my assessment thoroughly, and that involves asking a ton of questions.
Let me tell you, before you start this shit, let me explain to you why you are scum of the earth to me.
Okay.
Okay? When I was 12 years old, after having lived 8 years of it with an abusive father who beat the living shit out of me, the school finally stepped in, and someone from your department showed up and took me out of the home. So I went from a physically abusive home to a sexually abusive home. And I will not allow this child to be taken out of this house by someone like you and put into that position. Never. Over my dead body.
And that's fine. And that's
This
not
child leaves this house over my dead body. That's all there is to it. I will lay down my life for this child. This is all I have right now.
And I get that. And
You know, and I will not allow somebody to put her in a stranger's home. What did my wife express as a concern?
She did express some concerns that you may struggle to care for her because of what you're dealing with on top of with your wife.
What do you mean what I'm dealing with on top of my wife?
Well, please let me explain. It's not my job to come here and take that girl from your home unless I have a true safety concern, which allowing me into your home is what would prevent that. Second of all, I apologize for everything that you've gone through as a young child. No child should
Wait,
have to go through.
so
That's why.
violating my Fourth Amendment rights is what you're asking for to prevent you from going to a court and ordering them to interfere in my daughter's life. That's what you're essentially, you're fucking with my constitutional rights, and that's where we have a big problem here. You don't get to come up to my house and demand entry.
I'm not demanding.
You are. You're threatening legal action if I don't kowtow to your unconstitutional demands.
And that's fine. And again, I apologize that you had to go through.
What are you talking about coming in my house?
I'm sorry.
Where you need to be in here?
Well, in order for me to effectively do my job, I need to make sure the safety of your daughter by seeing the inside of the home to make sure there's no safety concern.
Okay. What is your safety concern at this moment?
Well, again, when I just mentioned the referral stated concerns of substance abuse,
Substance abuse. The only one with a substance abuse issue is my wife. She's an alcoholic.
Okay, so again, I needed to assure that by seeing the inside to make sure, again, there's no other safety concerns. These are things that we do that seem much different from what you had experienced.
Yeah,
as a
well,
child.
No, this is you don't. I bet you don't investigate a foster parent like this.
Actually, we do.
Yeah.
And they're a little bit more thorough than
Yeah,
what.
and you still end up with sexual predators. You know.
Again, it's not my job to come and remove every child that I see. My job is to make sure she maintains within her family. And that's what I'm trying to do. But
Well,
again, unfortunately, if
My bedrooms are off limits. I'm sorry.
well, if you don't allow me to effectively do my job, then I do have to potentially seek other action. And that's
You
just
know,
unfortunately-
I'm sorry, but my bedroom is my very most private and personal space. It's bad enough you're trying to force your way into my home.
I'm not trying to.
You are. You are threatening action. You're threatening to take my daughter from me if I don't let you in my house.
And I'm not.
That's
threatening to
scum.
take her.
You are.
No.
Where else does court action lead other than you taking my daughter?
Court action require your cooperation in order for me to allow entry into the home. And that's as simple as it would be. And again, if you're not permitting that, then that's fine. I will touch base with my supervisor and we will make a directive on that basis. Again, I apologize for what you went through as a child.
I don't want to hear your apologies. Your apologies are empty and meaningless, lady. You're here to cause my family even more harm than it's already suffering.
And that's what you think?
No, that's what I know. That's what I know. That's your whole existence, is to take children and put them somewhere else.
Again, I'm sorry you feel that way, but that's not what I'm here for.
You take children and you put them with rapists.
No.
Yes, you do. You know, that's how I ended up the way I was as a child.
And again, I apologize, and I wish somebody was there to fight for you like I'm trying to do for your family.
You're not fighting for us. You're fighting to separate us.
Okay. I have some paperwork. Would you like me to just mail that to you to complete, or how else would you like to?
You can hand it to me. You want to come in my house, you give me notice. You don't just walk up in my house. We already made the statement. I already made it clear that you weren't welcome in the house. If this was what you were coming out here for, you should have been straightforward and honest on the phone.
And I told you I needed to do a check of your.
No, you said you needed to check my daughter. That's what you told me. You said you need to check to make sure my daughter is okay. She is fine. She is well provided for. My wife had a mental break because she refuses to take her meds regularly. Okay? Her piece of shit therapist threatened to put this on. She's threatened to have you show up like you have and take my daughter if my wife didn't go to the hospital. So my wife went to the hospital and now you're still here harassing me.
Well, I apologize. That was what your understanding was.
No, that was not my understanding. That's what she outright said on the phone.
Okay, well, can I set something straight?
Yeah.
She does not make the determination on what happens to your child.
No, but she does make the determination whether or not she made the report.
And that may be, I don't know.
And she made a report, she made the referral out of spite.
And again, I don't know who made that referral.
I do. She threatened it to me on the phone last night.
And if you know, that's great. If not, I can't.
Well, my point is do you investigate her as hard as you're going to investigate my family?
If we had valid, absolute child abuse concerns, yes, we do the same for everything.
No, I'm asking you that you investigate the reporting party the way you investigate the party that's been reported. Do you do your due diligence to make sure that this is not some kind of retribution?
Yes, I do.
What have you done to ensure that this was not retribution?
I have followed up on all of my collateral contacts.
Who are your collateral contacts?
Unfortunately, at this point, I'm not permitted to divulge that information. But I have, in fact, spoken with your wife, and we've talked.
Well, until you can tell me what she had to say, until my wife can call me, I have no reason to trust you.
And that's fine. You don't have to trust me. And I'm sorry again that you're experiencing what you are, because I do understand how difficult it is.
You cannot possibly understand, lady. I doubt you've ever had someone of your ilk show up at your door stirring up hornet's nest like you're doing right here and now.
You would be surprised to know what I've dealt with my life, but that's okay. I'm glad to see that she looks happy and she's healthy from what I can see down here. I will touch base with my supervisor, and I will also mail out some documents that I need you to fill out, and you'll mail back. Those letters are General Protective Service letters. They state the function of the agency and the reason we became involved, which is the concerns of behavioral health and substance abuse for the caregivers. Do you have any questions for me?
Stay off my property. Don't contact me again.
Unfortunately, I can't say that.
Well, you know what? You need to learn about fucking respecting people's constitutional rights. You need to start respecting other people's constitutional rights. And if that means you quit your fucking job, then quit your fucking job. You fucking tyrant. Get the fuck out of here, red coat. Don't fucking come back.
Have a great day. Thank you.